We back home, baby. It's your boy Choco Pie. I'm so glad we back home. Oh, hey, I already prayed right now, all right? And this is your boy Choco Pie with morning thoughts of nobody. I don't know what part it is. I have to look at my phone. But I asked God, please let it be a cheery one today. And I got some special photos at the end for bonus. I literally got 7 in the morning. And let me tell you before I show you those photos later on, if you make it that far. I don't really get those text messages. So don't give me this, oh, it's because you signed up to weird things. No, all right? I literally don't. And I used to get a whole bunch of scam calls, but they stopped because I went on this IRS website and I put my phone number there so I don't get blasted, homie. Anyways, I might have already read today. We're reading from the book of Proverbs, chapter 9, because it's day 9, baby. And like I always say, you don't have to be Christian to get something from this. I'm telling you. Maybe the other ones you might, dude, almost a lot of stuff in here is just telling you what not to do and how to be smart and how to live life like a good person. That's about it, man. You know, don't kill nobody, don't lie, don't steal. Like, it's just normal stuff, you know what I'm saying? But this one is the book of wisdom. Anyways, I think we read through it all, so I'm gonna skip verse 1 and we're gonna start off by verse 13 because you know me. I talk a lot, so we didn't get to finish these. So, and I knew it was gonna be like this because it's gonna be a year-long thing possibly. If I keep streaming and doing this for that long. We'll see. Our YouTube is almost at 4,500, baby. And your boy started 4 weeks ago. That is not to boast. That is to say, I'm shocked, to be honest. That's all I got to say on that. I'm just shocked. Anyways, let's go. Proverbs 9, verse 13. A foolish woman. Oh, yeah, one more thing. I'm sorry. My AirPods suck more on the audio than me just talking through my phone. Isn't that crazy? Anyways, sorry. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple, knows nothing, for she sits at the door of her house on a seat by the highest of places of the city, to call to those who pass by, like a harlot, like a W word, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, metaphors. She says to him, oh, whoever is simple, let him turn in here. That's what the foolish woman is saying. And as for him who lacks understanding, she says to him, stolen water is sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. Oh, you know your boy. I've told you my stories when I've been to jail and all these drug uses. Oh yeah, it was very sweet and pleasant in the beginning. But he does not know that the dead are there. Ooh, that her guests are the depths of hell. You know. Story time again. Well, it's not really story time. For every story I had that could be funny now, I could laugh about, my goodness, in those situations, it was hell, man. I was scared. Scared little boy. Man, dog. I just think about a lot of things. And I have some funny moments, dude. I've lived some lives. Like, I'm talking, like, not extreme gangbanging, but I'm just talking about, I just lived on the world standpoint, very fun. Now I've even hung out with multimillionaires. You know why? Because I don't get to own a business. So I've experienced lots of different parts of life that a lot of people never get to experience. And I'm very blessed for that, but it's also put a lot of temptation in my life, you know? And definitely it's sweet. You know, I remember I was talking to my homeboy yesterday and I was telling him, dude, we just started off smoking weed. Oh man, was it fun. I found my group of friends in high school. We were just smoking weed, and yeah, we skip school and do all that stuff, like the, normal stuff that people do when they're young and being bad. And we smoke a lot of weed, and we just had a lot of fun. But parents always said, "Oh, weed is a gateway drug. Weed is a gateway drug." We're like, "Shut up, fool!" And yeah, it was for your boy, because I still remember the day. I think I said this in another one. The homeboy crushed up his pills, the first line of pills I ever sniffed, and from then on, whoosh, your boy was going to the races like Usain Bolt, baby. And then the sweetness went away. And then the bitterness, the sneakiness, the lies, the stealing from my sister. You know, I used to, it sounds funny, so I can say it now, but it was not funny. And for many years, I felt terrible. And I apologized to my sister, man. But dude, think about me. I'm older than my sister by 5 years, right? Dude, I was a bad older brother. Now, hopefully, I made a lot of amends, and my sister loves me. I love her. But I used to crawl on my knees, dude, into her room when I would run out of drug money. And I would crawl on my knees in the freaking morning, before the sun is even coming up, I think. And I would go grab her piggy bank and smash it open. And then sometimes she would catch me. And she'd say, "Opa, what are you doing? Please this, and I say, shut the heck. See what kind of man I was? Dude, I had no empathy, no sympathy, no compassion, nothing. I would just steal her money, and I told myself I wouldn't do these emotional ones. So, anyways, that's the kind of man. I don't want to go that way today. I don't want to be all emotional. I just want to talk and have some fun and read Proverbs. But that's the kind of man I was, all right? That sweetness from drugs, that sweetness from finding cool friends when you were a teenager, finding your home group. Now, I know most of you guys aren't like me. Dude, you know, when I go to Seattle, I had to come back home early because I started getting real, bitter. And I'm going to be up front. Your boy Chocopie has a hard time with relatives and not drinking. So I drank yesterday, but I didn't drink. I did not get drunk. I promise you on everything, I did not get drunk. But I went over there for the grandma, for not even my own grandma, my wife's grandma, because I feel bad about my grandpa. And I had to leave because her family and in-laws are all so cool. Dude, I like all of them, but they're just so different from me. It seems like I know they all have hurts and pains that they don't mention, right? But I feel like we're in alternate universes, you know? Like the way I grew up and the hood stuff I've done and the drugs that I've done, like they have no idea. And a lot of people in Seattle, like in the Bellevue and Kirkland area, the Asians I've met, dude, I remember I went to a church after all the things I've been through, and I got to speak at the church where I met my wife. And all the kids were like, wow, we found someone that hung out with gangbangers that used to do drugs, but now God has changed his life. And of course the parents judged me, hated me, and I got kicked out of that church for other reasons we'll talk about next time. But I just remember, dude, like back down south and stuff, we asked for prayer, and even at some of the churches here where I live now, it's real stuff. Like, my parents are suffering from diabetes. My homie just got shot. He just OD'd, but in Seattle, I was so blown away when I first got there. Like, I'm talking about 10 years ago, the churches I've been to, like the kids, I asked, hey, so what do you want prayer for? And they'd be like, I want a 3.0 GPA. Now, I'm not making fun of that, but it was just such a twist of the mind for me. I'm like, that's what you want God to help you with? 3.0 GPA? Let me get into the right college? I was judging them back then. I'm not judging them now. Dude, everyone's life is different, and I can't understand their shoes, and they can't definitely understand mine. But I could understand it now, because for me, God dipped me in a lot of places to be able to be an understanding man. But I just remember thinking, man, that's what you want to pray for. Grades, huh? My dad was beating me with golf clubs at your age. That's the mindset I was at the time, even as a supposedly born-again Christian, as they so call it. I was not there yet, man. Look at me, I'm 34, and I still got a long way to go with the Lord, man. This thing is a marathon, people. Those of you guys are Christian, it's gonna take a long time for you to change. And some people change like this, but some people, it takes, like I said, it's a long, long time, man. And I'm slowly changing, man. I'm no longer that arrogant son of a gun, but I still feel some pride sometimes. Popped up in Seattle, driving around, getting angry, cussing people out. Oh, man. I don't know what it is. It's bad juju. It's things I gotta overcome. But anyways, this one, be careful. Like a woman seducing you, or for a man, or for a woman, a man seducting. Be careful, okay? Now I'm gonna show you something I thought that was funny. So, like I said, I was gonna show you something funny, right? I'm not gonna show you. You don't want to see what I saw. Anyways, 7 in the morning. I just woke up, baby. Come on. And we get hello question mark. And I know, come on, it's probably a scam or AI or whatever. I just found it funny. It's a me. Don't know you. Oh, thank God. Oh my gosh. Sorry for the upper picture. I thought I cropped it good, but I think it's cropped good. Anyways, it says, "Yep, nah. Don't tell me that. I'm gay. No, thank you. Bye." Maybe people won't find it as funny as I thought it was. I thought I was being hilarious. My wife didn't find it as funny. I don't know. I just have a weird sense of humor. But I don't know. I thought I answered her hilarious, man. Anyways, God bless y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed day. Just I wanted to end it with. But instead, we will end it with this guy. Look at this guy. He's a serious mofo. You don't want to mess with this guy, man. Tomahawk Sandy, baby. You don't want to mess with him. So watch your backs, homies.